Hi, and welcome back to the studio. So today's class is designed to be done with your body weight only, so it's great for when you're on the go traveling. However, if you have ankle weights and you want to add them to up the challenge, go for it. So I'm wearing 2 pounds here, but again, it can be done without the weights. We're going to do a nice 40-minute full body classical workout. It's going to get a little sweaty, and there's going to be lots of balance challenge as well. So get ready for that. And we're going to start right up at the top of the mat. So find those feet right underneath the hips and then start to stretch the arms up to the ceiling. Take a nice little stretch up and over to one side. So you just open up the rib cage and then stretching to the other side. Good. 2 more. Stretching left and right. Last one. Really breathe and expanding in those ribs. Good. And then arms come back down by the hips. So we're going to start to take our beginning of our balance work here. So we're going to reach the arms back behind you and lift up onto the tippy toes. So drawing the heels up and just starting to feel the ankles warming up. When we lift the arches like this, we're actually activating the pelvic floor without really having to think about it. So starting to wake up the core. See if you can really keep your chest, your sternum right over your pubic bone. And 4 more. Lift and back. Last 3. Good. 2. And last 1. We're going to come up into that releve. So up on the tippy toes, hold it here. Again, moving into that balance challenge. So we're up on the tippy toes. You're going to find a nice little squat back. Arms reach up by the ears and lift all the way back up. So see if you can stay on the balls of the feet the whole time. Stretch it back and lift. Good. Few more. Sinking back all the way up. Last 3. And lifting. Last 2. So it sort of helps to pick a point to look at so you don't lose your balance. Last 1. And holding it back into that chair pose. Hold it here. Heels lower. Heels lift. Heels lower. And lift. So keep thinking about pulling the belly button up and in. Tailbone stay soft. Shoulders down. And then working those ankles and the backs of the legs. 4 more. And 3. And 2. Last 1. Hold those heels up. Bring the hands in front. Little prayer pose. Little pulses back. So you sit back a little deeper for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and heels down. Melt all the way to the floor. Give yourself a nice little stretch for a beat. Rock those hips side to side. And then rolling all the way back up. We're going to come to the center of the mat. So we're going to start to work into our balance a little bit more. So find those feet right under the hips. Hands can come in front into a nice little prayer pose. You're going to shift your weight into your left leg. We're going to come into a little tiny squat. So a little micro bend of that left knee. Okay. Pulling that right leg up. So we're balancing on the left leg. You're going to stretch it out to the side. Squat a little deeper. Then we're going to pull all the way up. That right leg comes up. Find your balance. Cross behind, little curtsy. Pull it through. Stretch it out to the side. Pulling through. Crossing behind. Good. So now that we have it, we can kind of pace it up a little. Cross, lift, stretch out, and up. So we're really going to be feeling the work in that left hip, left leg, and cross. Good. Lift, stretch it out to the side. Few more. Cross behind, lift. If you have those ankle weights on, you're definitely getting an added challenge. Last 2, but it's super challenging even without them. I'm just starting to feel them. Last 1, out, lift, cross, behind. Now we're gonna transfer into a little squat through the center, curtsy lunge back. So we're still pivoting off of the left leg. We go wide, squat, cross, behind, wide, and cross it. That's it, good. Out, in, 5, and 4. Finding that nice pace, starting to again create a little bit more heat. Last 3, 2, last 1, and landing in the center. Good. Whew, shake it off for a second. Open those feet up nice and wide. So heels in, toes out, wide second position. From here, we're gonna take a little sumo squat. So you reach all the way down, hands touch the floor, lift it all the way up. Tap and lift. So I love these, very kind of like primal position. We don't get in too much. Really feel your hips open. You can let yourself round a little bit with the back. And lifting, good. Deep squat, lift. And if you can't quite make it all the way down to the floor, go halfway. You could bring the hands onto the thighs and stop halfway. And up. 6, lift. 5, good. 4, up. 3, breathing. 2, whew. Last one, we're gonna take it all the way down to the floor. Hold it there, okay? So all the way down, get yourself as low as you possibly can with those hips. Get connected into the inner thighs and also getting connected into the core. We're gonna pick ourselves up. Hold it here. So we're in this deep, deep second position plie. You should really be feeling those inner thighs, feeling the abs, little tiny pulses. So as you come up, I want you to imagine the bones in your butt, your sit bones, pulling a little closer together and then spreading apart to go down. They pull closer, they spread apart. So that's gonna give us that pelvic floor connection. Shoulders back, breathing. 2, last 1, take it down, hold it here. Peel both heels up, lower both heels down. So imagine you have like a little thread running down the inner thigh. You are picking the heel and the arch up from there, from the inside out. And lower, that's it. 5, good. 4, whew. 3, shoulders back. 2, last 1, heels lift, hold it. Give me a little crease the hips, pull the knees back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels come down. We're really feeling those inner thighs. We're gonna stay here, hands behind the head. And I want you to think about like tractioning and lengthening the back of the neck up. We're gonna take a little rotation and slight stretch up to the ceiling. So you're twisting your rib cage and you're just opening it up to the ceiling a touch. Opening up through those side ribs, lengthening the spine. Good, for 3 more. And stretching up. 2. Lift, perfect. Last 1. And all the way up. Whoo, walk those feet back in. We're getting ready to do the balance challenge on the right leg. So right foot comes to the center of the mat, hands in front, give me that little baby bend. We're balanced in our right leg, left leg lifts up, it stretches out to the side. Pull it through center, cross behind, pull it through, stretching out, whew. Pulling through, cross behind, that's it. Up, extend, in, stretch it back, good. Make sure in that curtsy that you're not twisting the knee. So cross the thighs, right? Make sure you don't twist the hips too much. As the leg extends out to the side, we're squatting. We're crossing behind. 6, lift, cross, the last 5. Cross behind, good. 4, extend, lift, In 3 more. Stretch, lift, and back. 2 more. Cross, extend it, up, out. Last one. Whew. Stretch, lift, bring it back. We go from the curtsy to the squat in the center. Curtsy, squat through the center. That's it. And open. 6. Good. 5. And 4. Nice. Last 3. Keep breathing. Cross. Center. Last 2. Last 1. In. Through the center. Shake it off. Whew, okay. Those legs should be nice and warm. We're going to move down into our 4-point kneel position. Getting ready to work into the core a little bit more. I'm definitely out of breath. So maybe you are too. Hands under the shoulders, knees under the hips, spiral the triceps back, curl the toes under, find the nice length through the sit bones. Really pull the tummy muscles into the back of the spine. So I want you to have this nice corset feeling through the abs. We're gonna exhale. Hover the knees up, ankle height, and then tap back down. So as best you can, I really want you to feel this hover, this lift from the tummy, right? Trying not to press too much with the legs. Those legs will really want to take over. See if every time you pull up, you can give me that shh. Pull the belly in, hover the knees up from the tummy and down. 3 more. And down. Last 2. Hover and tap it. Good. Last 1. Hover, hold. We're gonna walk the feet out, walk the hands out. Find your full plank position. From here, bend the knees and launch back. So your back is flat, your knees are bent under you, you're reaching long through the sit bones. We're gonna extend that right leg out behind us. Good, hold it here. From here, we're gonna pull. Right knee comes under, open it out, in. Stretch it back behind. Again, pull, right knee under, open, close, and stretch back. 3 more. Open, close, stretching back. Last 2. Open, close, extend it. Last 1. Open, close, extend, hold it here. Flex the foot, reach the right toe to the floor, extend it back up. So flex down, point up. 3 more. Reach, lift. That left leg is still bent under you. 2 more. And last 1. And walk it down. Both knees rest to the mat. Stretch back. Breathe for a beat. Good. We're going to come right down onto the forearms. Okay, so elbows come under the knees. Elbows come under the shoulders, knees under the hips. Stretch the sit bones long. Find your nice length through the neck, right? Make sure you're not sinking into the elbows. You're also not hunching, but we have a nice open, flat back. And we're gonna reach that right leg long behind us. Go ahead and float it up, okay? So you feel the weight shift into the left leg. We're gonna cross the right leg over to the left and then lift it straight up behind you. So it crosses, tops of the thighs cross, it lifts. Cross and lift. So really work on holding the hips still, holding the pelvis still, and then taking that cross, tops of the thighs every time. Find that cross from there. Make sure that you're not dipping too much in the pelvis. Good. 3 more. Cross. Back. Last 2. And reach. Last 1. Cross. Reach it. Now we're going to extend it out to the side at a slight angle from the hip. Come up onto the right hand. So you're on your left forearm, up on the right hand. That leg is extended out 45 degrees. Lift it straight out to the side. So it's at that 45-degree angle. Slight little lean into that left forearm. Work into that outer thigh to lift. That's it. Breathing. 5. Good. 4, 3, 2. Last one, we're gonna stretch it, reach it long behind, hold, breathe, extend that right arm out as well. So we're in this little balance challenge on the left forearm. Let's bring elbow to knee in and extend it back. That's it. In, extending, good. 5, stretch, and 4, elbow to knee, and 3, yes, and 2. Last one, in and all the way down. Whew. Give yourself a nice little stretch back, release in the low back. We're gonna roll all the way over onto the left side. So you're laying yourself down, okay, onto that left side. Let your head rest on your bicep. The knees are gonna come about 45 degrees from the hips. So you want your heels to kind of be in line with your sit bones. Take a second here to lengthen out through the top side. Find that little baby space under your left side. So we're just holding the tummy and we're holding the spine straight. We're gonna lift the heels up and take it into our clam. So heels stay lifted. Keep working on that little space under your left side. And then give me that nice crease the hip to open the knee. Exhaling up and down. Last 6. Good. 5. We're going to have a whole series here. 4, 3, 2. Last one. Take it open, hold it open, and pulse it back. Open it even more. More. That's it. Little pulses back. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it down. Good. Move the knees forward a touch so they're more in a 90-degree angle. Keep finding the space under the left side. We're going to hydrant that whole right leg. Opens and closes. So crease the hip to open the knee and ankle. Right? Really feeling that outer thigh, especially if you have the 2-pound ankle weights on. Why did I choose this today? Last 4. It's a good burn. 3, 2, last 1. Take it up. We're going to go heel down, knee down, heel down, knee down. So you are turning the top of the leg. Try to keep holding the space under the left side. Feel those obliques working. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last 1. Take it internally rotated. Little presses up. Press, press up. 8, good. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Okay, give it a little pound out. We're staying on this side. We're gonna pop up onto the elbow. The legs are gonna stretch out in front of us. So we are setting up for our classical sideline leg work. Your right hand comes in front of the belly, kind of place it on the floor. I like to use it to sort of like remind me to keep the tummy connected. Top leg lifts, we're gonna flex through the foot. Exhale, pull, pull more. Point, stretch it further. Flex, pull, point, reach. Good. Flex, pull, point, reach. 2 more. Flex, pull, point, reach. Last one. Flex, pull, point, reach. We're going to switch it. Point it forward, pull, flex, back, point, pull, flex, back. Think about using the belly to pull the legs. So it's not just momentum swinging, but we're connected to the core. And flex, back. Last one. Point, pull, flex, extend it behind. Give it a little circle. So front of the leg is open, circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch direction, circle. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it in. Give it a little pound out. And we're gonna be popping up and over into our other side. So we're gonna start with that little Arabesque plank. So make your way onto hands and knees. Walk the feet out behind you. Stretch, find your length, perfect. Bend the knees and reach back. So find this nice position, Stretch the sit bones long. There shouldn't be a lot of pressure in the wrists. The shoulders are back behind. We extend the left leg out. Right knee stays bent under. From here, pull it through. Open, close. Stretch it back. Good. Pulling through. Open, close. Stretch it back. That's it. Pull it through. Open, close. And extending. 2 more. Pulling through. Open, close, stretch back. Last one, pull it through. Open, close, stretch it back, hold it here. Flex to reach the toe to the floor. Point, lift. Flex, point. 2 more. Flex, point. Last one, flex, point. Walk it down. From this, we're gonna move straight into a full plank. So stretch the heart forward. Find your full plank hold. Give me little baby bends of the elbows and press. So little tricep dip. 4 more. Keep those abs tight. If you need to modify, down on the knees works. 3 more. And pressing. Last 2. And press. Last 1. Dip. Press. Knees down. Whew, stretch all the way back. Breathe. Good job. We're going to stay here, coming right onto the forearms, working into that other leg. So elbows under the shoulders. Stretch the left leg out long. Find your nice connection to the tummy. And we lift that leg. It's going to, I'm hitting my plants. Cross to the right. Lift straight back up. Cross. Lift. Again, hold the hips still. Hold the pelvis still. Try not to dip too much as you cross. Lifts, right? So we think about crossing the tops of the thighs. 4 and up. Last 3. Lift 2 and last 1. Up to the top, hold it, stretch it out to the side, 45 degrees. Pop up onto the left hand. You're staying on the right forearm, hips are stacked. Lift, lower from here. So again, we're at that nice 45-degree angle, right? Feel that outer thigh, outer glute to lift. That's it. 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lift it up, hold, reach it all the way long. We'll stretch that left arm out in opposition. Pull it in, stretch it back. That's it. So exhale in and extending. 5, reach it long. Good. 4, connect to that left oblique. 3, and stretch. Last 2, and out. Last 1, in, extend, bring it under. Give it a little stretch. Breathe for a beat. And then we will rotate all the way over onto the right side, going right into that clam work. So you lay all the way down, let your head rest on your bicep. Knees will come about 45 degrees from the hips. Create your little space and length underneath the right side. Abs are tight, heels lift up. Give me that little clam, open and close. So again, we're working on holding the spine straight, keeping the tummy tight, creating that little space under the right side, and lifting. 6, up. 5, good. 4, 3, 2, last one. Lift it up, hold it at the top, pulse it open more. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. We'll move the knees in front 90 degrees. Keep finding that space under the side into that hydrant. Open, close, crease the hip, lift, lower. So again, try to really keep the hips stacked, pointed forward, so you're not rolling back. A lot of times I see people kind of roll the whole butt open, then you're not getting into this hip crease. So really keep those hips stacked. 3, 2, 1, hold it at the top. We go heel down, knee down, heel down, knee down. Good. Keep creating that little space under the right side. Tummy stays tight. 5, 4, good, 3, 2, and 1. Rotate in, hold it, lift it up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Give it a little pound out for a second. Ooh, those weights, really, I upped it to 2 pounds, so it's intense. We're gonna come up into our sideline position. So you're letting your head rest on your hand. You're up on your elbow. Front arm comes in front of the belly. Hold it here. Take that top foot, flex and reach it long as possible. Exhale, pull, and then point, stretch it further. Flex, pull, point, stretch, flex, pull. So you're reaching and then you stretch it further. One more. Flex, pull, point, stretch. We switch. Point and forward, pull it more. Flex, stretch back. Point, pull, flex, stretch back. 3 more. Point, pull, flex, extend. Last 2. Flex, reach. Last 1. Point, pull, flex, reach it back. Circle it out here. Little circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, switch direction, circle. 5, good. 4, keep lengthening, opening the hip flexor. 3, 2, and 1, and all the way down. Bend those knees in, give it like a little pound out. We're almost done with all this glute work. We're gonna move on to the abs next. Yay! So we're gonna rotate over onto the back to finish out our glute series with some bridging. I love bridges for strengthening that whole posterior chain. Super important for posture and everything. So you're gonna line your heels up with your sit bones. Toes are parallel, right? So your feet are no more than like 4 to 6 inches apart. Let those hands rest alongside you. And then start to press up into your bridge. So making sure with the bridge, a couple tips. Sometimes I see, or a lot of times I see people really lift up high and flare the ribs and arch the back out. We wanna keep the rib cage soft. We want to keep our abs connected. You want to imagine sort of like dragging the mat a little closer to you with your heels so you activate the hamstrings, and then really squeezing the glutes. Good. 2 more. And then we'll go into some single leg work. Last 1. Press up into the bridge. Hold it here. We're going to drain the weight out of the right leg. Float it up to tabletop. Stretch it straight up to the ceiling. Think about keeping those hips as even as possible. Lower the butt. Press it up. 6 more. 5. Up. 4. And 3. Good. 2. Last 1. Take it all the way up. Walk it down. We'll switch legs, okay? So we're gonna float the left leg up to tabletop. Stretch it up to the ceiling, straight up. Lower and pressing. 6. Up. 5. Good. 4. 3. Nice. And 2. Up. Last 1. Up to the top. Hold it. Walk it back down. Last set. Find both feet. Lift up onto the tippy toes. Lower and press. So we dip, press up. So you're up on the balls of the feet, really focused in on that spot where your butt joins the back of the thigh. 6. 5. Good. 4. 3, 2, last 1 up at the top. Hold it. Heels lower, heels lift. 6, up. 5, good. Abs stay tight. 4, 3, and 2. Last 1. Heels down. Roll it all the way down. Hug those knees in. Give yourself a nice stretch. Good job. Okay, we get to take the weights off for this next portion if you're wearing them, because we're gonna move into our ab work, and I really want you to be able to connect without straining. So weights come off. Whew, phew. All right, so heels stay in line with the sit bones. We're gonna get set up for our 100 series here. Draw the belly button up and in, really gently imprint the low back into the floor. And then the arms come up. You're gonna close the space between the fingertips, create like little cupped hands. Exhale, pull the ribs down, shoulders lift. I want you to be able to see your lower belly And make sure that we're not pushing and doming out. We want to focus on drawing everything in, and we will start to pump those arms. Now, if you want to leave the feet down and do the whole series with the feet down, go for it. If you'd like to up the challenge a little bit, knees float up to tabletop. Make sure that you can keep holding the belly and it doesn't start pressing out, right? So we don't want to compromise that deep core connection. So if you need to put the feet down, do it. And then the most advanced is legs extended out. True Pilates, Joseph Pilates, the legs were right above the floor, but even I find that a little too challenging. So I like to extend the legs out about 45 degrees. Good. Pull it down, breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. And as you get tired, you might notice the tummy doming back out. Try to keep focusing on pulling it in. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last one. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Hands behind the head, right at the base of the skull. Pull the ribs down. Hold your curl, knees bend in. We're going to stretch both legs out long and pull back. Stretch, pull back. I want you to be able to really hold the belly in. Make sure the pelvis and the hips aren't pulling away as you move those legs. 5, 4, and 3. Good. And 2. Back, last 1. And lower down. Breathe for a beat. We're going to go into our knee pulls. Okay, so again, more classic series. So I'm going to, sometimes it's done with a hand on the knee and the ankle. We're going to do both hands around the knee today, so you get a nice juicy stretch here. If you need a break on the neck, leave the head down. Otherwise, we are going to pull ourselves up. So use your arms, tuck the chin to the chest, draw one knee in, and then the other. Nice juicy pull in. If you would like to go even more challenging today, hands behind the head, use your belly and still give me that full stretch, like the knee is pulling as close as you can, but think about using the tummy to make it happen. 5, in 4. If you need to switch back and get that kind of stretch in the hip, go for it. 3, in 2, and last 1, and breathe. Lower the head down, rock the hips out a little side to side. We're going to take it into our straight leg circles. So legs extend out long. Hands come alongside you on the floor. Take a second, really re-engage. Feel those belly muscles wrap into the back. We're going to lift the right leg straight up to the ceiling. Our goal is to be able to get to a straight leg. I know this can be a challenging position. If you need to keep your knee a little bent, do it. But try to get that knee directly on top of the hip so your leg isn't angled out, okay? Press the hands into the floor. Use your breath and that exhale to reconnect to the belly, and we're circling across the body. So the goal here is hold the hips and pelvis still. Press the arms into the mat to help it happen. Last 2 and 1. We'll switch directions. Circle out, lift. 4. Good, nice and controlled. 3, 2, and 1. Switching legs. We're going to take the left leg up, right leg stays down. Again, press it into the floor. Circle across. 5. Hold the hips still. 4. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Switch direction. Circle the other way. 5. Up. 4. Keep breathing. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here into our straight leg scissors. So grab behind the hamstring, coming up into this nice stretch. If you have the flexibility and you want to go all the way up to the ankle, go for it. We are switching legs. Pull it to you. Pull it up. 6, 5. Tummy's tight. Good. 4. Up. 3. And 2. Stretch. Good. Last 1. And knees in. Lower the head down. Rock it out a little side to side. Breathe. Feet come back down. We're going to set up for our double knee pulls, okay? So this last set, really focusing in on the upper abs. Bring the hands behind the head, right at the base of the skull. Pull your ribs down, nice and heavy. Okay, so we come up into the curl. I want the ribs to draw into the back of the spine like an anchor, pulling you down. Hold it here. Reach the hands behind the thighs. Okay, grab onto them. Use your elbows and arms and pull yourself deeper into the curl. So the elbows bend, right? Really hold the tummy in. See if you can keep the shoulders where they are. Reach, reach, reach the arms behind the head and lower back down. Again, exhale. The ribs pull down. Find your curl. Hands behind the thighs. Up a little deeper. Stretch arms, reaching hands behind the head. Lowering down. Good. 4 more. Exhale it up. Curl. Hands behind the thighs. Curl it deeper. Lift, reach, and down. Whew, really feeling those upper abs. 2 more. Exhale up. Hands behind the thighs. Curl it up deeper. Stretch and down. Good. Last one. Exhale up. Hold. Hands behind the thighs. Curl it up deeper. Hold. Breathe. Stretch those arms out and down. Good. Last one. Exhale up. Hold. Hands behind the thighs. And now we're going to float those knees up to tabletop. So that was all prep for our double knee pull. Use the hands on top of the knees in the same way. Pull yourself up into this deeper curl, holding it here, gently tucking the chin to the chest without letting your shoulders drop. Inhale. Stretch the arms and the legs out. Exhale. Circle up. That's it. Inhale. Arms and legs stretch. Exhale. Circle up. 4 more. Out. Up. Good. 3 more. Stretch and circle up. We're almost done. Last 2. Stretch and in. Last one. Out. In. Lower the head down. Whew. Rock those hips out to release. Breathe. Good. We're going to roll over onto the right side. Okay, finishing out all of this core work with a little side plank. So on your right forearm, you're going to cross your left foot over your right. Now, if you need to modify this, you can totally do it with the knees down. I'll show you that in a second. Otherwise, we are coming up into this full side plank. You could bring one knee down underneath or both knees. Okay, so find it, hold, little dip, press up. 5. Through that right oblique. 4. Lift. 3. Good. 2. Last 1. And soften it down. Knees come in. Stretching up and over. Opening that right side. Lift. We're switching right to the other side. So onto the left forearm. Right foot crosses over the left. Stretch it out. Find the side plank. Find the stability. Hold. Dip, press, 4, up, 3, good, 2, and last 1, hold, breathe, knees soften down, stretching up and over, the other way, open, last set, moving through that whole spine in a full plank, okay, so we're going to work on a little bit of movement through the spine, a little bit of extension. You're going to walk the feet out behind you. Hold. Pull the ribs up, round up through the upper back, stretch up, and then let the heels come to the floor. So it's almost like a down dog, right? You get a nice stretch through the backs of the legs. Heels lift, round, round, round through the pelvis. Bellies in. Stretch, extend it out. Again. Exhale, ribs pull up. Heels stretch to the floor. Heels lift, roll it through, extend it out. 3 more. Up, heels stretch, heels lift, roll through, stretch the heart forward. Last one. Up, heels lower, lift, move through, stretching the heart forward all the way, and knees come under. Stretch back into nice child's pose. We're going to open up through the side a bit. So hands stay under the shoulders, okay, in a nice 4-point kneel. You're going to stretch the right foot out, leave it on the floor, okay, so it stays down. We're going to rotate open, so turning the hips to the right reaching this arm, sweep it alongside the thigh, the right arm, and then stretch up and over through that right side. Rotate back through center. Other side, left leg extends, twist all the way. Stretch open through the side. It should feel really good after all that work. Bring it back in. If you'd like to take it up a notch and do it in a plank, walk the feet out. We turn, same thing, sweep. Stretch it up and over and back through center. If you need to stay on the knees, totally fine. Turning toes the other way. Sweep. Stretch it up and over and back. Let's do one more each side. Turn it and stretch up, arc and center. Good. Last one. Turn the other way. Stretch it up and over, arc and back to the center. Knees come down. Stretch all the way back. Breathe. Release in those arms again. Really stretch under the armpits. Good. And then we did a lot of work in the hips today. So let's swing the legs through to get a little hip stretch in. You're going to take a seated position, cross the right foot in front of the left. So they're staggered. Walk yourself out with a nice flat back. If you can, that flat back will deepen the stretch a bit. And then we will melt it all the way down. Round, breathe. Good. Rolling it back up and switching sides. So we take the other leg, crossing in front, walking it out long. Find that flat back so you get that nice stretch in the glutes. And then melting down to breathe for 3, 2, and 1. Rolling back up. And good job. That is it. That was our full 40-minute bodyweight workout. Whew, got nice and sweaty. Hopefully you were feeling that burn. And if you tried it with the ankle weights, good job. That was not easy. I was regretting that halfway through. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next time.